Now to Israel, vowing to respond after Iran's attack over the weekend. The Biden administration and other world leaders are urging restraint. Matt Gutman is in Israel with the latest. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. We are in southern Israel at a military base, and what you're seeing here is part of one of the 130 ballistic missiles fired by Iran at Israel. You can see shrapnel here. It was knocked out of the sky by one of those Arrow anti-missiles. This is just a section of it. Just the fuel tank up here would have been the warhead, 800 pounds of high explosives. An Israeli official telling me their anti-missile shield worked perfectly, but it was also a matter of luck that one of these didn't hit a population center, killing dozens and possibly triggering a regional war.
The Middle East on edge this morning, with Iran vowing a massive response to the slightest action from Israel, as Israel vows to retaliate for that rain of missiles.
Iran will face the consequences for its actions.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convening his war cabinet for the third consecutive day to discuss a response to that unprecedented barrage of more than 300 missiles and drones early Sunday.
We saw a response, multi-layered, multinational, against that would-be ring of fire that Iran intended on enduring and putting on Israel. We stopped that.
The coordinated response from a U.S.-led coalition, including Britain and France, thwarting the attack, the IDF saying 99% of those incoming threats intercepted. An Israeli official telling ABC News Iran actually increased the number of ballistic missiles it would fire once it learned of the scope of the U.S.-led coalition against it.
They knew that many were going to be defeated, but the aim was to get as many of them through Israel's defenses as possible.
And for the 12 minutes it took for those missiles to arc from Iran to Israel, American and Israeli officials unsure if their missile net would hold. It did. A senior Israeli Air Force official telling ABC News multiple Middle Eastern countries provided Israel with an early warning, and Israel's Arrow aerial defense system taking down ballistic missiles seen streaming over Jerusalem. The IDF saying this new video shows Israeli troops pulling one of those bus-sized ballistic missiles out of the Dead Sea. President Biden saying the U.S. is committed to the safety of troops in the region and to Israel's security, but the administration making it clear that the U.S. will not participate in any Israeli counterstrike. Iran says its attack avenged Israel's strike earlier this month that killed 2 top generals at a consulate complex in Syria.
And Israeli officials tell me that the most likely Israeli retaliation will be clandestine, possibly a cyber attack or a targeted strike against an Iranian official in Iran. But those officials say that a key consideration will be preserving this defensive coalition that the U.S. built to protect Israel. Michael.
All right, Matt, thank you so much for that.